Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to IXION. Now in the last episode we had moved from Falcon 74, our sort of starting planet here in the Immortan system, over to Parenti 85 and then catapulted through the solar storm to reach Chevy 34, which is where we currently reside. Now while we're there, we've promised not to go through the space storm again for another 8 cycles or so we're just currently getting resources around this area, and we've sent out our science ships and probes to kind of uncover more stuff in the Immortan system. Now one such science ship has been giving us a lot of grief, and that's the Francis. After they reached Rokitansky and seemingly got replaced by mimics, potentially, we then sent them to Mach R, and we used the fuel of the science ship of the Francis, the fuel cells, in order to thaw some ice. But that meant our guys have after getting stuck on Mach R and they need to be rescued. So we activated the Naomi protocol to send a team to rescue them, and we let our cargo ship head out, reach them, and send them back. Now it turns out this quest is bugged, and I've been looking into it behind the scenes, went into the Discord, was in the bug reporting forum, actually submitted my own ticket as well, but then it turns out there's a lot of people that have tickets there. Same issue. So effectively what I've gone ahead and done on the advice of the comments is that I've reloaded 10 cycles earlier. So that's why we're currently in the situation where the cargo ship is still en route to go rescue them. So I've run this a few times to see is there anything else I can do to make it work, and there just isn't. But there is a workaround. Now I'll just explain the bug really quickly because some other people might end up running into it or have a problem as well. Our cargo ship here, the Gloose Cap, some people were saying, oh, you didn't assign it to, pick up people. That's actually colonists. It's not to pick up workers, and the resource you actually get here is workers when this successfully completes. Now as far as I know, there's actually no method for transporting workers, which could be part of what the bug is. Maybe the resource should be colonists or should be cryopods or something, but it's not. Either way, the cargo ship doesn't pick up the people, but it says that it does, and it leaves them there. When the cargo ship reaches back to the Tycoon, it says they failed, and we get a -1 to stability permanently. And this just seemed to be a little unfair, because I didn't do anything wrong. Now, I've never reloaded a save in any of my Let's Plays, unless we have like a crash or something like that. I live with my choices, for good or for worse. We've done Frostpunk Let's Plays and stuff, and, mistakes get made, and I totally own up to them. But in this situation, as I said, the comments kind of agree, it just seems a little bit unfair. So I found a workaround on how we can kind of get these guys sorted. So what we're going to do is tell our fleet, the Gloose Cap, to not continue that mission. The only way to get them off that mission now is actually to go into our Tycoon and unassign them. Now they're going to be forced to come back. There we go. But now that we've kind of got them out of that, we can reassign them. And now they're off the event. So now they're just a regular ship, and we can give them other things to do. So obviously, I'd rather them not go through the storm. Although I'm sure a lot of people are saying, like, you have the technologies to ensure that these guys are a bit more protected. Now, I might be overly cautious. I'm just role-playing. I don't know the rules on whether or not they are literally immune to storms. The tech tree says that they will they're less likely to be damaged. So there's still probably a chance, I assume. Anyway, there's 25 hydrogen still on the ship. And in my testing, I tried it without the hydrogen. I tried it with the correct population thing set. Tried it with other cargo ships. None of it worked. But we'll leave that bug now. Consider that a simulation of what could have went wrong. We are now in the real timeline, okay? Anyways, what we need to do is get these guys over to one of these resources to avoid the storm, and then continue. So I roughly know what to do for the next couple of cycles, but then after that, I won't know really how the event's going to really work beyond that. But I've looked at other people have basically said this is a workaround that you can do, so that's why I'm going to be doing it. Okay, so yeah, if we can give them a priority of maybe getting, I guess, carbon, they should kind of avoid that area then. Let's just tell the Pelican not to get carbon right now. So there they go. They're kind of getting a bit closer. We can say, actually, avoid this one and just go for this one. Yeah? That's a high priority. Draw your line. There we go. All right, we're avoiding the storm. Okay, so that's all set. Now, to just catch you up on other things that are going on, now that we're 10 cycles back again, we're currently still collecting the science here at Chevy 34. And what we're going to do is we have 73 science already. So we're going to hop inside, go to our tech screen, and we're going to get the technology on the science ship called Emergency Cryopods. The science ship's crew can enter cryonic pods to survive certain emergencies during an expedition. So if we get this technology, this event is going to have a new option that wasn't presented to us before. So right now there's two options. let them die, or do the Naomi protocol to kind of try and save them. A new option will open up with this technology, which says freeze yourselves, and we'll get you back later. So it's kind of it's another outcome. So, you know, we didn't do that, to be fair. But also, to be fair, we should have been able to save them this way, and we just can't, because it is bugged, and they've acknowledged that it's a bug. So I'll stop mentioning the bug now. We'll just move on from it, get re-immersed into the game. So hopefully they can freeze themselves. When we get this technology, then we'll have to send a cargo ship to go pick up cryopods, and we can thaw them back out. Don't know if it'll still understand that they could be something wrong with them or not. Remember, all their names changed and everything, so kind of weird. So we'll see how that all shakes out. But there you go. Now, I was looking in the tech tree as well. So the only other things that I need to do that I want to do everything the same I did last time, just so the timeline is the same, which is basically we need to rebuild the population building here, I think, and here. And that should pretty much keep us the same. Oh, there was a great comment, actually, which said you should build here instead. I think it was there. Yeah, that 2 houses would fit in here. Such a great comment, because you just need road access on one side, and we do. So it fits really nicely. So I'll actually pause this construction and let that one get done instead. So I appreciate that comment. It was really great. Okay, what else? Just to get refamiliarized with things. So basically, searching for the traces of the Protagoras, 2 out of 3. Training 30 colonists is our next big objective. So with all this tech that we're about to be getting, we're about to get 73 here, and then we'll send the Ripley out towards Deville, or towards Tatra V8. Now, we know that completing this quest will tell us that the Protagoras is somewhere around, but I'm going to follow the same places I went with my probes before, which I think was here. And then I sent another one down here, and then it's pretty much, we can do whatever we want from then on out. Okay, actually just also want to say stop avoiding these, and we'll just reassign some ships to go out there. So basically, the mining ship needs to go get some ice. We're getting silicon and carbon, and then iron. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I actually wrote down a few things. Oh yeah, another thing I'd done is I started building the cryonic center, which we're going to need to do anyway. So here. So that'll thaw out people. That's going to be Sector 3, our agricultural sector, of course. We're going to thaw out some people. Is that what? Yeah. Oh yeah, because they're going to be in cryopods, of course. Yeah. And then starting electronics production. So we have a lot of silicon, but this building is... Oh, no, it is on. Cool. All right. Looks like we're good then. Oh, all right. All explained. So now we can just get back into it. And just to refresh ourselves, I think happy optimal in Sector 3 and Sector 1 and Sector 2. Love and life. Everyone's pretty good. Carbon is offline. We'll just turn that off for a moment. Let us bring in some fresh carbon. And our waste management is actually currently set to getting extra polymers as well. So every 50 waste gets turned into 20 polymers. Hull integrity is good. We can't really get any more power or anything like that, and we're getting technologies at the moment. So what we're going to need to do is, in the future technology, either we'll get automatic ship repatriation. I don't know if that means we get to keep the Francis ship or not. It might. We could just queue that up anyway. And then after that, we'll go get the colonization training center, which is the next main objective thing. Okay. Alright, let's just speed up time. I'll try to go a bit quicker, because we've obviously seen... I think we went up to 375 cycles, and then we're back in uncharted territory from then on out. Sounds like one of the houses got built, did it? Yep. So we have, in Sector 3, there's actually 57 homeless, but once these 2 things are built, that should get filled right back up. No big deal. Just gonna draw some roads a bit nicer as well, because we can. Why not?
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
And then I just got to tell them to deliver a certain amount of electronics here. So maybe 3, 3, and 3. Actually, Sector 2 doesn't really have any need for them. They make them there, so you can just say minimum there. Awesome. So actually, I just thought about it. Gluescap's going to be coming in here in a moment. Yeah. Gluescap should be arriving with, I think, yeah, carbon and hydrogen. So hydrogen's going to be coming in here. We'll just give it a place to be stored for a moment once they come in, and then we'll assign them something else when they go back out, which means hydrogen I'm storing currently in Sector 2. We don't have any use for it yet. I don't know what you need it for. It seems like a later game tech. But we'll tell them to store as much as you can in Sector 2 and empty out Sector 3. Emergency cryopods has been researched, so now we can go over to this event. And there we have our next option. Use emergency cryopods to save the crew. And they'll do it themselves. We don't have to send anything over there. We've got another probe, so just to keep continuity, I think we sent it down towards Silicon somewhere down here. Which is, I don't know why, but I did choose to do that. I was watching it back. There we go. And then the next pod should be to find, I think it was over here, where the Protagoras is going to be. Alright, it's gone mighty quiet. We'll just speed up time though. Everything's looking good. And our fleets are now... So you're picking up iron, you can pick up carbon. And then you now need to be doing ice only. You don't need to do carbon anymore. And then pretty much we could just put some low priorities on other things. Yep, just something like that. That'll keep him busy. So, oh, right, we're done at the... So we'd already seen this before. Investigate the report. So while preparing to depart Chevy 34, the Ripley's captain received an alert from a crew member saying that they'd spotted gigantic molluscoid near the position. And I think I'd said, doesn't that mean this, like, we're basically saying that there's alien life here? Seems like a pretty big deal. But we'll let the Ripley figure that one out. Probe completed its scan. So we've identified... Oh yeah, that's what we saw that in the previous episode as well. The Valiant 71. We haven't gone to it or done anything there. Nice to see that there's a planet. There's a probe about to reach this location here. Another probe about to reach here. And then one down here. And we're making probes on auto build at the moment. Alright, this is just about done now.
The ship team has completed a task.
So there we go. Ready for extraction, 5 cryopods. So they made it, technically. The science ship was lost. We'll have to build another one. And trust penalty -5, which we can handle. But at least it lets us get on with the event without taking a -1 to stability.
Administrator, we have collected and analyzed enough data to locate the Protagoras on the planetary system map via probe scan.
Yeah, so we know where it is. We'll get another probe in a moment, but we also want to be building, another science ship just to replace the one we lost. So it's going to be a different group of scientists on this one. 25 and 5. 25 polymers, that is. Okay. So that was the third clue, I guess. So locating the Protagoras is next. Train 30 colonists and locate a viable planet. So we're getting the next technology. It's a bit pointless now, actually, get science ship repatriation, but we'll finish getting that tech, and then we'll queue up the
ship team has completed a task.
colonization training center, because we won't really have much tech to do anything else after that. The infirmary, the mess hall. We've improved storage. Mining ship 10% faster. It'd be nice to get some boost to power as well. Solar panel power production is increased 2.5%. We'll queue that up after. Oh, actually, that's not how it works. You can only queue up one thing at a time. Alright, cool. I'll try to keep time playing now. Keep it going relatively fast. Alright, Sector 3, just a little bit of homelessness left. I'll leave this here. We might end up needing more people in here. There's obviously space for more buildings. And how's our food situation? Yeah, so food in Sector 3 is currently set to just 100, and then it's maxed out for every other sector, as we're telling them to distribute all the food out of here. Sometimes this comes up and says they failed to do it, but they'll be fine. Don't worry about that. Hydrogen was stored in here, but it's been emptied out now, so that's good. Ice. So just to be refamiliarized with the agricultural sector, we have the fusion station making our water for us, and then we're pumping it into the farms all the time. We've got 730 of water, so we're about 2/3 full. 3/4 full, really. But we've tons of ice still, 333, and there's lots of ice out there, I noticed. So here there is 525 left to mine and 96 to collect. I want to make sure that once they get run out of the iron that's immediately around them, they just stay here, which is why I'm clicking avoid, because even on low priority they'll choose to go there instead of the thing that's lesser priority but right in front of them. So we just found, is that it? Just one, oh well, there's 450 there, one batch of iron. And we'll avoid this planet for a little while. There are the 5 guys to collect there. We'll wait to go through the storm later. Probe. Let's go. So we know it's somewhere here. There it is. And then I think we did one more probe just next to it, and then that is us caught up on cycle 375.
A probe has completed its scan.
Now that mining ship, where are you heading off to? Ah, as soon as it completed its scan, it's like, yeah, I want to go there. I don't think so. He's got other priorities. You can mine right here, for God's sake. You have a priority to do it, just low. So we're just going to try and gather everything we can here as quick as possible and then get the hell out of here. So we'll just leave all of this online, ready to go. We have one cycle to go before our event is done, so we can travel through if we wish to. But I don't really plan on doing that yet. We're going to send the Tycoon over to Rokotansky, get a little bit here, and then shoot over to Deville, and then work our way around. I did notice, actually, this is quite a long time. You wouldn't think it, but it's like 3.3 cycles. This is only 2.8. I suppose it is a longer... Yeah, I suppose it's fair enough. Makes sense. Just for some whatever reason, it doesn't feel that way. Oh, this is done. Sorry. Upon nearing the location, it appears that what the crew member had actually observed was an unusually shaped geological formation. Okay. And that's it. GG. Alright, well, the Ripley is now free. We'll send them over this way first. We'll launch from there out to Deville. See what's going on. We need the colonization center for that, and then maybe head down to Tatra V8. And probably to the Protagoras as well. Alright, that quest is done. We are now mid-research on colonization. And then we're going to go with power after that. Thermal regulation. Polymer costs actually reduced by 10 would be really nice, because the next upgrade to solar panels is so expensive. So 10% reduction on something like 75 or 120, I think it might be. Let's just check. 225, so we saved 25, right? Something like that. Well, we saved 22.5, I suppose, 10% off. Totally worth it at that rate, because you're saving what's effectively the cost of building a new science ship. So we have the Thales as well, so we'll send these guys out together. Could have maybe sent one down this way. Ah, well, whatever. We'll just go around. No big deal. Got another probe, so just again, last one to keep continuity. I think I went somewhere over to the left of that planet. Probably here. And there we go. So from here on out, it's uncharted territory. We're all caught up. Alright, we're on triple speed. I'm just going to quickly check back inside. Everything good? Any problems? We're on extra hours here. Ah, the colonization center, cryonic center, sorry, is open. Doesn't need to be. This could probably be offline as well. Don't know if it's really... Well, I suppose there's no harm in having it on. I said that before, didn't I? So we're making waste and shipping it to the other places. This can go offline as well. There's nothing there. And the electronics are being stored here. We have 6 electronics on board. And polymer is getting made. Oh yeah, so we can turn back on the polymer building. That's fine. Well, pretty much all our factories are online, and this can store up the rest of the... Oh, hydrogen's already been stored here, so that's nearly full now. 110 is our max capacity. And this is actually... We seem to be now almost able... We have the ability to have 2 of these on the go at the same time. We have 69 waste stored up, and this has 50 in it. Now we're going to get another batch of 20 polymer, and then feed it with 50, leaving 20 in reserve. So I guess not quite... Once we always have 50 in reserve, then we can maybe build a second one of these. We can get rid of these food buildings maybe as well. In fact, I'm going to do that. We can always rebuild them if we feel like we need to, but we'll get the alloys back and put them to use now. Alrighty. What's the propaganda situation here? Oh, we have waste recycling on, but we don't have intense propaganda, and yet they're happy. How did they manage that?
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
3 were injured in Sector 3, or in Sector 1, sorry. Interestingly, it says 2 people +2 stability from people living in mostly optimized quarters. These are the optimized quarters. That's a good thing, I guess. And this is +1 from people living mostly in crew quarters. Oh, so they actually prefer... We get +2 if you live in optimized. Oh. Alright, well, we should definitely just be doing that then in the meantime, right? Just dismantling some of these things and building the upgrades. And that way we can maybe actually use this space for further storage later down the line. So they'll have a little bit of homelessness while they're deconstructing it. But that's okay. Oh, the infirmary itself broke down, so you have 11 people without a infirmary. I hate when that happens. 0.5 cycles. Hopefully nobody dies. Alright, the mining, everything seems to be going well. Cargo ships Let's have a look. We just have the glue cap doing ice at the moment. Pelican can just focus highly on silicon. This one's focusing on carbon. This one on that. Yeah, there's not much left to go. Just a little bit of drilling left to do on the silicon, which will turn into electronics, of course. Another probe is available. All right, we can send this wherever we want then. Let's see if there's some ice right there. Anything else? Ice, carbon, and iron. So our assigned ships, sorry, I'm really bad. Let's send them now to DeVille. And the Ripley, maybe you can go to Parenti and we'll work you down towards Valiant 71. There we go, off they go. Alright, good. It's so quiet. Where's our mining ship, by the way? Our second one. The Cataphract. Oh, it's doing this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've got a little while here yet then, I guess. We'll just speed up to keep time sped up. Technology. Oh, we got our cryonic center. Or not our cryonic center. Sorry, our colonization training center. Prepares crew for colonization attempts. Colonists are trained in groups of 15 every 5 cycles. Ah, they use 1 electronic. Interesting. Oh my god, it's a big building. We could fit it there if we turn the infirmary sideways, but that would still leave a gap of 2. That leaves a gap. This would work if I cut the road. Is there any big deal cutting that road? Not really, there's a road on the other side anyway. Yeah, we could cut that road, right? Oh, nice, and it's space category as well, which works out really well for us. It's such a coincidence, like I assume that non-workers are used to become colonists. I assume. I hope so, because otherwise they don't have a use. But it's so coincidental because this is the sector with all of the non-workers in it. So it's really worked out nicely that this is the sector where we have space as our policy. So docking bays load and unload resources faster. Hull repair is more efficient here, which is where we do our hull repair. We'll probably get a 3rd airlock eventually. Now we're going to be building another space tier building. So everything's coming up Millhouse. Let's just pause one of these. So that's 90 alloys. Yeah, we're going to be draining a lot of alloys. And we're kind of low on iron coming in here. That mining ship is looking to go somewhere else. Going to tell it now to... Which one is it? It's the Rushmore. Just go for this then. So it's just going to help get the ice. And then we might have to reassign the cargo ships just so they can unload and pull in the ice as quick as possible. Oh yeah, so big batch of silicon down here. Good, we'll just turn that off to be avoided for now. Alright, so we can't do anything there. I'm not going to go Protagoras first. We're going to go get our extra tech at Tatra V8. And the Ripley... It can basically go to Valiant 74 now, just straight up. Sweet. And I just want to double check, is everyone happy and optimal? Yes, they are. Feeling good. Alright, great. Food is maxed out as well, by the way. Just absolutely maxed out.
A probe has completed its scan.
I'll probably turn off ice at some point because it's nearly at max storage. They're coming in to get maintained. How much is left here? 120 to collect. Got 2 miners on them now. There's still silicon to pull in and some iron to pull in. Once they're done with those 2, then we'll reassign the cargo ships into Sector 3 and we'll pull all the ice into this place specifically. These buildings are still online. This is doing fine. Might change this now. We seem to have a lot of polymer. Maybe I'll do it to electronics. And that way we can do our training. Ah, this building is up and running now. Prepares crews for colonization. Trains up to 15. Train auto. Oh, it's like the probe building. You can leave it on automatically. Yeah, let's start training. It just says trains up to 15 colonists. I'm hoping that it takes... So I've got 255 non-workers. Hopefully it takes non-workers.
An accident has occurred in the Typhoon.
So I've clicked the button. Hopefully it works. Looks cool as well, by the way. You can see them in there. An accident occurred. Is it bad? 4 members injured. No one's dying at least, and this is back online. 11 out of 15. Sector 2. Oh, again with the infirmary itself being damaged. God damn. Does feel pretty unfair when that happens. How are we doing?
A probe has completed its scan.
Mining is almost finished. Still a little bit of iron to be got there. Science ship is just about here, the Thales. So instead of Francis, we now have the Thales arriving at Tatra V8. And at least now if something happens, the ship should be saved. So they're just going to collect that science and then we'll click the event and see what's going on. And just while we're here, we'll toggle these off. So many resources to get, man. I really need to be speeding through the game. Or, not speeding through the game, but keeping time sped up a bit more. Keep it on 2 speed. Alright, well, everything's looking really good. We are not actually getting tech right now. We've got 20 in reserve. And if we get everything on the outer ring, of course we'll have... What does this do, by the way? Reduces training time by 1 cycle. How many cycles does it take? Over 5 cycles. Yeah, oh yeah, we need 30. And how many do we make? 15. So, oh, that's not too bad. But maybe we'll just get that anyway. Probe launcher tech lab. What can this do? Research speed increased by 20%. No, don't need to do that. Infirmary. House more people. 5 more beds in the infirmary. Not really too sure what else to get then. Power costs reduced. And then we can obviously get... We're going to have to get cell housing and a mushroom wall and a legislative center. Legislative center. Yeah, I don't know why that sounds weird for me to say out loud. I'm having a stroke. Alright. Mushroom wall. Yeah, so ultimately we need to invest in these, so I suppose I'll just go with those. Docking bay. Spaceship construction speed improved. Batteries, actually. Charging speed increased. Battery power capacity. Let's do that. Alright, we are optimal and happy in every place. We have an abundance of power since we improved our power technology, so that's all good. Cryonics is offline. We haven't thawed out those guys yet, but we have to go get them, obviously. Damn, I'm just thinking. These are all just full of ice. Well, this isn't. Let's turn this on. Excuse me. Fill it with ice. And tell this one to store more food. Alright, looking good. We have a little bit of hydrogen left to get for drilling. And then we just have to grab a few more things. We've got 4 cargo ships out there at the moment. Can't really get more cargo ships without expanding into a whole new sector. I don't really want to do that. So we've gotten all the signs from here, and we're getting the signs now from Valiant 71. So let's check it out. Tatra V8. Alright, our probe has detected electromagnetic signature from operational Dolos device. It appears to be an unidentified cargo ship navigating among the hydrogen and helium clouds of Tatra V8. It's not responding to communication attempts. Extremely violent hurricanes move through the atmosphere of Tatra V8. We're having difficulty maneuvering and fear that we may be struck by lightning at any moment. We've successfully located the cargo ship. It doesn't seem to have noticed our presence. Get close to the cargo ship or hail it. It hasn't noticed it. The Thales team will scan through different communication frequencies beginning with those commonly used by Dolos. Try to contact the... Yeah, do that. It seems a bit safer. Okay. All of that tech can be put to good use. Just keep it on speed 2. We're now 386 cycles in. The Ripley's collected all its signs.
Has completed its scan.
Alright, so the planet Valiant is dead and devoid of activity of any kind. However, our scans have located the remains of a ship in orbit. The wreck of the UN warship Huizinga orbits Valiant 71. In a twist of fate, it seems that after hunting down Dolos survivors, it fell to something even more dangerous than itself. We have visual on a cluster of UN emergency cryopods drifting towards Valiant 71. If we don't intervene, they'll enter the planet's atmosphere and be incinerated. Ooh, interesting. because they're obviously at war with like Dola. So recover the materials. We cannot forgive the actions of Izinga took against Dola. So we'll not attempt to recover its cryopods. Instead, we'll focus on stripping the wreck. Attempt to recover the closest cryopods. Attempt to recover all the cryopods. This maneuver is dangerous, but it will allow us the Ripley to recover all of the cryopods before they enter the atmosphere. And analyze the wreck. I'm saving them. Because maybe they'll change their mind. I don't know. I worry for a negative to stability though. Like a constant, they just won't get along with this. But screw it. Gotta do the right thing. It's not our war. It's some other alternate timeline or something. Dangerous maneuver though. But you know, we do have now in place 2 technologies which help mitigate the risk. We've gone with emergency cryopods for ourselves. Our ship can be repaired. We have exoskeletons. I guess that's it. So they could still be destroyed and vaporized, I guess, but still, the people. Gotta try. Alright, still just gathering out here. How much to go? 300 ice to grab. Cargo ships are all doing things. As long as they're all doing things, it's not so bad. If one of them stops, then I'll redirect them. Solid state batteries have been researched, so our battery power will take us further now. 2.2 cycles for the food sector, which is actually really, really busy. I suppose we could add another battery in here. Oh, there's a gap on that side. I didn't realize that. Interesting. Everyone's housed as well, aren't they? 6 people in Sector 1 are homeless. Wow, there's nothing I can do about that.
Team has completed a task.
We'll help them out.
A probe has completed its scan.
Alright, science ship team has completed the task of Tatra V8. A comms link to the cargo ship was established, but the Thales crew received nothing except white noise. Ram the ship to force an emergency landing. The Thales will ram it, aiming for its thrusters. They should force it to land on the solid core. Why would you do that? Dropping 3 crew members equipped with exoskeletons onto the cargo ship, they'll attempt to gain entry. So yeah, do that. And we are still 1.3 cycles left to go to see what happened with the Ripley. Alright, the guys are bringing in fat stacks of iron. Good to see. It would actually, you know what would be a great technology? Carrying more. Can we do anything with them? Cargo ships. No, we can't do that yet. You need tier 3, I think. They can move faster, though. 10% faster? I mean, I guess it adds up, kind of. But no, I'll save it. I think we should get the remaining tier 3 tech so we can get some of those upgrades. It's not enough of a gain. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. We've got happy and optimal in every single sector, and we're about to have no issues whatsoever. So that's pretty good, right? No one's died yet. Food is maxed out. We're gathering loads of resources. We're doing well for tech.
Has completed a task.
So these guys are now flying off to a completely random place. I have to lock these things down so they redirect to just what they can get immediately. We have found so many resources out here, by the way. I'm hoping by the time we get to Tatra, maybe we could open up Sector 4. Or just build another docking base somewhere and just start, like, really bringing stuff in. The problem with that is, it's easier said than done. Like, obviously, every stockpile requires power, it requires workers if they're going to be active. So, as much as I want to just... It would... I think some people said to make a storage sector. I mean, that would be pretty cool. So, maybe we can get to that at some point. Right, Valiant 71. Ship destroyed. The Ripley. Oh my god, this didn't go well. While attempting to retrieve the cryopods, the Ripley was hit by a telluric body orbiting Valiant 71 at high speed. Disabled, the Ripley was then vaporized. I used the word vaporized before this. Upon entering the planet's atmosphere, the crew was able to eject thanks to the emergency cryopods. Now, we had ship repatriation on, but I guess it didn't matter. But at least they're alive, the scientists. But, you know, who knows how many UN cryopods we could have recovered. Unfortunately, we're not going to get any of them now. These are the choices we have to live with. Those mining ships are still heading off this way. To there. There we go. Go get that iron, you mentalists. Can someone go get the hydrogen, please? Man, this is taking way longer than I thought to get everything here.
A probe has completed its scan.
Every time I complete a scan, they want to leave.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Alright. Good. So yeah, Tatra V8 again. Boarding of the cargo ship was successful. Inside, the team found a PA, a personal assistant, piloting the ship. Interrogate the PA or recover the cargo ship and disconnect the PA. The PA will be programmed to fly the cargo ship back to the Tycoon. It'll then be just disconnected. Now, I don't know what Naomi protocol means, but okay, let's just do that. Our team will try to extract information from the PA about their origins and intentions. Oh, by the way, how many colonists do we have? I haven't been checking on that at all. We just did one group, didn't we? It did take from non-workers. We had 255, now we've got 240, and we have 15 colonists. Excellent. Totally forgot about that. Let's just train another group. We have 1 electronics here, and we've got 110. Yeah, so this building is just working away with the silicon still. And we've got more iron. Yeah, we've got loads of iron in here as well, which is good to see. Great. That's really good. Resources are doing very well indeed. Alright, we might want to go get those cryopods and thaw them out now. Well, actually, I guess we'll wait to move and then we'll do it. Cargo ships are still on the way back. Bringing back silicon, iron, and iron. There's still some iron up here. 22, silicon 61 up there. Then they're going to go grab all the ice, bring that all back. 51 and 76. The miners are almost done. And we need to make another science ship, don't we? Keep hiring new crew members. It's a very small amount of resources there, it seems, but it might be worth just having it ready. So waiting for a probe to get there, and all the way up here. Science ship is just done. The Protagoras was hunted by the Edamananki. The UN was ruthless and systematically investigated all areas of space they knew the Protagoras to operate in. A key part of their plan involved infiltrating Dolos from the inside and sowing dissent among the Protagoras crew. You know what? Maybe it's not such a bad thing we didn't take those people on. A mutiny forced the Protagoras to stop in this system for longer than planned. The rebels gained access to a command terminal and transmitted the Protagoras' exact coordinates to the Edamananki. That's when my parents put me in this body and left me here to play with the wind forever. Wow. Oh, nice. We get to do the other thing as well. Sweet. The PA will be programmed to fly the cargo ship back to the Tycoon. It'll be then disconnected. Wow, we get a free cargo ship. So our mining ships are just doing the last little bit of mining here. You can actually see how quickly they're just getting everything done. 3 of the mining ships are there. Is this one upgraded? The Cataphract? Because it looks bigger than the other 2. Mining ship tier 2. Oh, yeah. The ship can extract 36 resources per cycle, and these do 30. Nice. It's really cool that they actually have a visual indication. I can't move over there, but a visual indication that we see like one's bigger than the others. And we have that for our cargo ships. This is the one that's tier 2. It's just bigger, darker color. Unfortunately, all our science ships have been like destroyed. The ones that were like the ones that could have leveled up, I guess. But oh well. All right, we'll just keep time sped up. We're almost out of here. And is there anything to do on the inside? We're making the colonists. That's good. And there's a quest thing here. Oof. With the discovery of the Edamananki's attack on the Protagoras, many of the crew's theories about the UN's animosity towards Dolos have been confirmed. The crew has been shaken, learning that they were struck with the seal of banishment by the former authorities of Earth. This will increase the prevalence of dead Earth sickness in the Tycoon. Oh well. We had a good run. propaganda, please. Keep them happy. They're just neutral now. Trust is still good. Why are they happy here, but not happy here? Mostly living in crew quarters. They need their houses, excuse me, upgraded. I'm gonna just destroy these 4 houses. Oh my god, I keep misclicking, sorry. Alright, there we go. So, with that, this house will be built, these 4 will be knocked down, all the alloys then fed back into the system, as it were. Cool. Got another probe. Anything really far out that we need to look into? There might actually be another planet we haven't found yet. I didn't even think about that. Haven't checked like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 planets potentially. So we have 1 on the inner. The next one over. That's good. So what about the 3rd ring? No. The 3rd ring doesn't look like it has.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh, it does. Mac R is on the 3rd ring. The 4th ring. An accident occurred. Is it bad? 2 members injured. Okay, it's not too bad. So the 4th ring. 4th ring is Tatra. 5th ring is Fargo. 6th ring is DeVille. 7th is Valiant. 8th. So we have Chevy on that one on the 9th, but the 8th ring. The 8th ring, it looks like I don't see anything on this ring here. Oh, there we go, Plymouth. Okay, we have found every planet. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so interestingly, these ships are now all going for silicon. None of them are assigned to get... Yeah, so I'll have to wait until they're done, then we'll bring them back in. In fact, the whale is done, and the miners are all done. So what we can do now is go over to Sector 3.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Unassign those ships there and reassign the ones that are on other things. So crap, I have to just check. Was it the whale? The whale doesn't have anything left to get. It has some iron in stock. I have to wait till it empties out though. Okay.
A probe has completed its scan.
Okay, that's the Vidit, whatever. The whale is coming back in. So as soon as the whale gets in and the pelican gets in, we'll transfer them to go get ice. So pelican is in. So forget that 1 silicon, it's fine. Go get ice now, please. And that means that if we wanted to go into the right sector, you don't have to do this. I'm being very min-maxy, I guess, in some ways. The pelican can now be assigned here. And they'll deliver everything right into the correct spot. So a little bit of carbon has been dropped in here incorrectly. But we can just say store it here and we'll send it over to the other place. Not a big deal. So yeah, we'll just say, okay then, carbon in sector 3, minimum 0, carbon in this sector. Yep, and that should get taken away then. It's already been taken away. Sweet. Right, so the whale. Has it arrived yet? It has. So, okay, and the whale can just be also put on ice. And then we have to tell that ship to stop going for that thing because you're gonna die. Alright, good. The mining ship is just went into the storm there. It's level 2 and everything, but it's coming back in now. Alright, so now we've got 3 cargo ships all grabbing as much of that ice as they can. It's 291 to collect, so they've got a few runs to make.
Completed its scan.
I think I'll avoid sending any more probes out. It seems like there's not going to be much left. We'll send them out when we get over there, maybe. So we'll just keep the polymers to ourselves for a bit. How's the... so alloys is looking good as well, 400. That's fine. And we have a little bit of this to collect as well. So you can get everything that needs to come back into Sector 1. Sorry, Sector 2. Alright, good. Alright, we'll just let time play. Is there anything left to do? Tatra V8. Cargo ship. Ship repatriated cargo ship. Resume data listing. Yep. Cool. Has it arrived back already? Because what we could do as well right now... Docking bay of Sector 2. There's something with this one that's kind of interesting. That's just the tasks that's assigned to... Bulwark. Oh, it's got alloys and food on it right now. Oh, interesting. There are no crew members on the ship. To be issued an order, the ship must have at least one crew member on board. Where is it, though? I don't know where the ship is. And how do I put people on it? Not too sure how that works. Bulwark. Current action moving. Okay, it must be just on its way towards us or something. I don't see it, though. I don't see any arrows. That translation error. So there's a little tooltip error where the further over to the right of the system you are, or the further over your mouse is to the right of your screen, it translates the tooltip incorrectly further over that way. But if I look... Oh, there it is. There it is. But you can see that if I have the ship on the very far left, and then I hover over it, the tooltip is pretty much accurate. That's one of the first bugs I think I ever had when I was studying game development, is the translation error of screen space. And that's what that is. It's just funny to see it. So he's just going to go straight through the storm, I guess. Hopefully he makes it. Alright, 231 left to collect. Iron 10, silicon's like 1, and then hydrogen is 193. So we're just grabbing as much as we can right now and feeding it all back in. Everything's going to get stored into Sector 3, pretty much all that ice. And then we've got food being piling out. There's no hurry, I suppose, but we're sitting in an area where we're not gathering... Well, we are still gathering iron, I guess, so it's not a big deal. Just leave time, triple speed.
In the typhoon.
And we're making colonists. So we have enough colonists and we have the viable planet. So let's just train another couple of groups. I suppose we just might as well. If we have the electronics... and we have non-workers, we might as well turn them into colonists.
Has completed its scan.
I'm really intrigued to see what happens, how colonization works, and is that just resources for us? And then what happens if we leave the system? Then are they just gone? I have no idea how it works. We've got optimal conditions and happy conditions everywhere except here, where they're actually being overworked slightly. And these guys are happy again now that they're all living in optimized quarters. Get rid of these old houses. We can put some new ones down. Might move that somewhere over there. Or just somewhere else. If we build a new infirmary, actually, then. Alright, so this house is getting taken down. We'll build a new block of flats over here, and they should be fine. Actually, thinking about it, there's space in here for houses right at the back. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's just do that instead, actually. Sorry, forget that. You stay where you are. This will be the new block for those guys. Alright, how we doing? How's the resources coming along? We're down to 105 and 193. Some of you are going to have to also help. Oh my god. That mining ship just went through anyway. I'll just leave it to do what it wants then, because we'll move. I don't want it to come back through the storm. We'll just let it hopefully get out through the other side. Make it. It's tier 2. Okay, good. Alright, nice. It's heading all the way over there. I suppose we could get it to go somewhere it needs to go now, like here. So that's where we're going to be hitting next anyway. These two are unassigned, which is why they didn't leave. And the bulwark, it seems like the bulwark has made it. There we go. We're just picking up everything we can now. Is it tier 2 as well? No, it's tier 1. Tier 2, 2, 1, and 1. So we've got 2 tier 2. Nice. Tech-wise, how we doing? We have 35 tech. Not that much, I guess. And there's no more signs of tech really anywhere. Oh my god, what am I doing? Why aren't we going to the Protagoras? Let's go to that now. Ship is called the Einstein. That's cool. Alright, we're heading towards the Protagoras. See what's going on. The ice is done.
Ship has arrived at its destination.
So all the ice has been piled in now. Now they're heading up to get that iron. That's okay. And it's just the hydrogen that's left. We've 2 ships gathering that. We could put another one on it. If we just tell them to go... maybe the Gloose Cap. And then we'll change the Gloose Cap inside to be Sector 2. There we go. So it'll arrive back in here. We're storing up extra hydrogen in there as well. Okay, we're at the Protagoras. Let's have a read. Transition. We're holding position next to the Protagoras. Its hull has been ripped open and its exterior system severely damaged. Although the outer superstructure appears to be more advanced, its similarities to the Tycoon are striking. To access the station's main computer systems and retrieve Vol coordinates, we must first break through the ice and get on board. The Thales team will carve out a passage to the Protagoras, enter the structure, and carry out reconnaissance of the interior. Okay. 5 cycles to do that. I kind of don't want them to do it. I feel like we're going to get another -1 stability for not leaving as soon as we get coordinates to go to the next place. And there's so much I want to get here. I want to get everything. But I don't want to just drag the series on and on forever. But there's so much. I can't leave the place. Look at it. Think of everything we can do with all this. I'm kind of terrified of opening up the next sector, though. Because it'll hurt the hull integrity beyond what I think we'll really be able to repair properly. We'll definitely need another EVA airlock. And we need more population. Did some people die? No, I don't think so. I think we just put them on the extra cargo ship, and then we know that we have... So that's 1 person on the cargo ships. That's why it's on 834. Would have been on 835. So that would be 840 and then 845. And that's what we have. Yeah. So that's fine. We have 850 total if we count the... Yeah, well, we've actually got even more than that. But yep, haven't lost anyone. I just thought maybe we did. Alright, how much is left? 67. That's 2 more journeys, basically, and then we'll get moving. And there's 2 more ships going there. 1 can take 33.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy.
Alright, once they arrive back, we're jumping over to Rokitansky. I look forward to seeing what it looks like, actually. Alright, we've almost done our 5 cycles, and the science ship, the Einstein, can now get to DeVille, and we have our colonists, so we can actually see what we can do with that now. Okay, just for the OCD in me. Actually, that ship can just do its thing now. It should be able to catch up to us just fine.
Has completed a task.
So to Rokitansky it is. Let's go. 3.3 cycles. That's okay. We can power down food in the Sector 3. We still have that visual bug. Apparently that's only for Sector 2 planets. What was... Is that the... Is that it? Is that the comet? It must be, right? That is what comets look like. Yeah, that's where we're headed. Sweet. Looks awesome, actually. Don't know how I didn't see that before. Yeah, these guys are gonna have to just catch up to us. You know what, Gloose Cap? Can you just come back now? We don't need 2 ships doing it. You can go get that silicon, though. That's right there. Mining ship is heading back towards us. That's fine. By the time they reach us, we'll be over here. So yeah, we need to power down Sector 3. The batteries will not last. They should last now, just about to get us there. Okay, so while that's going on, Protagoras. We've entered the Protagoras. There are signs of past conflict and floating corpses everywhere. We found numerous cryopods, probably from an emergency crew evacuation procedures. Many of the station's sectors are depressurized and heavily damaged. Almost all areas show signs of looting. We've managed to run diagnostic routines by connecting one of the station's terminals. Following DOLOS confidentiality protocols, the mission report on the Protagoras' status has been encrypted and can be analyzed via the tech lab. Alright, yes, we have the technology now to get. The Thales team will leave the Protagoras. Okay. Oh my god. What? 950 cryopods? Jesus. We don't even have 950 people. Oh my god. Alright, Sector 4, let's go. And 60 tech as well. Holy shit. And we'll get the other 10 as well. God damn, this whole system I guess didn't really have anyone in it, but I guess they're all there. Can we fly over to that, I wonder? No, we can't move right now because we were in mid-orbit. We're going through the storm. Just a little bit as we...
Entering stellar storm.
As we try to make it to the comet. There's no time for caution. Let's go.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Probe launcher is damaged, 8 crew members injured. That's okay, it's just injuries. Injuries are totally fine. Alright, there we go. So we went through so that no one else has to. How about that? This guy's gonna try and do the most complicated, like, docking procedure ever. He's like Cooper from Interstellar. In fact, we can turn these on now and say, go out and get that. How much is here? 108? Not that much. A lot of hydrogen out here. Again, don't know what we need it for. Gonna need it for something though, I'm sure. So we might have to build a couple more storage places in Sector 2 for that. So Sector 2, here we are. We did just clear up that area. Maintenance. That's a shame because it does leave us with a gap. And I feel like we'll need another airlock or something in here at some point. Yes, area will probably have to be moved around a bit. So for now, we'll just pop it down here. A couple things down there. Might have to reorganize a little bit. This sector's actually... I mean, it's not too bad. These two are a lot less needed in this place. Yeah, you might as well resume construction, actually, of population, because we know that we're going to need them. There's nowhere to house all these people. We got to be careful with how we thaw them out. And how many we bring on board, because that causes negative stability as well. Hey, we're at the comet. Let's have a look. Where is it? Oh my god. And the gray sphere thing was inside there. So there's people in the comments saying like, oh, it's something to do with some movie / book. Like a book and then obviously a movie later on with Samuel Jackson. I've never seen it. Despite loving things about sci-fi, I just... Or not even sci-fi. I like things about space. But I don't really watch much... I don't watch much TV or movies in general, to be honest. But I just play games a lot. But I've never seen Star Trek. I've never seen Battlestar Galactica. I watched like a couple episodes of The Expanse, you know? I just haven't seen a lot of these things. I just don't have the time. I just have so many games to play. So that's just where I focus my time. But yeah, so I just didn't know what the sphere is about. So it's kind of cool for me, like, finding some of these things out. It was interesting with Stellaris and a Let's Play I did. I was writing events and stories and things for all these multiplayer games I did. And people were like, oh, you're so clear, like, you're ripping off this, or you're so clearly inspired by this. It's like, I haven't seen any of those things. I've seen Star Wars, and that's about it. But other than that, pretty much blank slate in terms of what I know for sci-fi or stories. And I've seen Dune, I guess. I like Dune a lot. The latest movie, but I read about the first third of the book. But I have a real problem. I just fall off things. I just get bored and move on. Okay, we're at DeVille 59. Establish basic neon so what am I doing? Read the damn thing first. Like a Paradox player. We have landed on DeVille 59. Despite the cold and harsh environment of the planet, the atmospheric conditions of gravity are remarkably similar to Earth's. There are large bodies of frozen water on the planet's surface. Oh, so that's what colonists will do. I wonder then, do you pick them back up once all the resources are gone? So they need 60 food, 60 alloys, and 60 colonists. Yeah, let's just do that then. 60 colonists. How many have I got? We've got 45. So we'll do one more batch, and we're good to go. So let's do that. So they need one more electronics. We have loads of electronics. We're actually using recycling to make one every out of 50 waste. I mean, it's a lot of waste, to be fair. But seeing as we have a new use for electronics, I think it's probably a good idea. Food is just all full up right now. Okay, so mining ships need to go back out. We've got too many of these. Not enough miners. Don't build one. Just use one we have. There we go. Mammoth. We'll get rid of the Gloose Cap, I guess. Just recall it back in. And the Rushmore. Hopefully that's enough. We'll see. And we'll just set them... I'm just going to turn off the priorities on iron because there is none around. Well, if there's none around, I guess it doesn't matter. But just... yeah, I don't know. OCD, really, more than anything. So, doesn't matter what sector they're in. And it doesn't even matter what you do. Just do it all. It's fine. I guess I'll lower priority for one of them just to make sure they're doing different things. Alright, there we go. This should be a lot quicker, this area as well. And then we'll just be moving straight to Deville 59. Alright, hydrogen. The extra hydrogen is now being stored up. Good. It's going to be a real problem moving the DLS center because you will lose a lot of the happiness buffs we're getting from it, but we've got to move it.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Tech-wise, we're looking really good as well. I think in between episodes, I'll look to see if we need to improve it at all. Or, like, what we should get next. So, we're about to wrap up now. Maybe we'll just get setting towards Deville. 45 colonists. Yeah, we'll just wait till we get those colonists, and then as soon as they're ready, we'll wrap it up. So we can power this off. They're done. You're done. No more iron left to do anything with. So we're burning time now, because obviously we're repairing the hull, but we're not gathering any iron. So that's always the big concern. Now there's loads out there to be gathered. And we can let our ships kind of go free in terms of mining now. And go wherever they want. But we obviously want them to just be around us immediately, because they have to come back and repair every now and then. But pretty good. I'm fairly happy. I mean, we got everything we needed around Chevy. It took way longer than I thought, but I guess we did pile up a lot of stuff. And we've made lots of food as a result and everything as well. And we managed to save the people. We know we have 5 science crew here, 5 science crew here, and 600 ice, and 950 here. So we have a lot of planning to do in terms of what we're going to take on now. Alright, so this area is just a little bit of ice left to collect. Are you collecting ice? These two are. And then we have 33 left to go there. I think I might make those mining ships work a bit faster now then. That would, yeah, let's do that. And then we have to get the Protagoras tech. I'm not going to do that straight away. We need a fire station, cell housing, legislative strengthening center, mushroom walls. Cell housing, man, to hold all those people. It's minimal quality, though, that people probably won't like to live in. But to hold all those extra people, I feel like we'll probably have to do that. And then extra stability. Yeah, hydrogen. I have to look in that tech tree, see if there's anything that can use hydrogen yet. Alright, do we have the appropriate amount? We do. We have 60 colonists. So let's click this. Let's say establish advanced Neocond colony infrastructure. 60 colonists, 60 food, 60 alloys. Easy. It prepares potential colonists for life in new ecosystems. Working in tandem with the Tycoon's tech lab, extensive physiological and psychological evaluations are conducted with local environments providing invaluable field data to refine Dolos's colonization protocols. Alright, seeing as you guys aren't doing too much now that you got your ice, you can go do it. Can one ship even do this? I guess they have to make multiple journeys. Alright, good. That'll take a little while then. I don't know if they actually get launched or not. Hey, we've gotten everything, by the way. So, yep, next up, Deville. See you later, Rocketansky. Bit kind of scared of being near there. Alright, guys, that's going to have to be it for this episode. Just want to say thanks for all the feedback, for everyone watching, especially during the holidays. Hopefully, I'll have videos on this game, Anno, and Satisfactory all throughout. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going away early January for just 5 days. I'll try to see if I can record and save up a few so that you're not without videos over the holiday period. And just want to say thanks for all the support over this last year as well. If I don't see you, a lot of people probably go away for the holidays or maybe just don't catch up on YouTube. So just wanted to say thanks. Appreciate all the channel members as well. Just all the support in general, comments, likes, views, etc. It's all been great. So really do appreciate it. Really kind words also. So just thanks overall. And that's really going to be it. And I'll see you in the next one.
Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support the channel directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. You'll also get exclusive access to my Discord, where there's dedicated channels for each series I'm doing, and it's a great place just to meet others and make some friends.